So I just want to illustrate something that I've been talking about for quite a while in the ukulele world, actually in the instrument world in general. I got these two rather budget ukuleles, set them up. They play really nicely. They're both mahogany models. They have very similar bags. Nothing unusual there. They might have used a case company, the same case company. One has their logo on it with the graphic, the other one just has the graphic, so it's obviously made by the same people. When you pull these out of the bags, and I'll do that for you now, you can see that basically we've got just about the same ukulele, slightly different etching around the sound holes, but same bridge, same necks, same keys, the capped open gear tuners on both. So basically these are, and the same, exactly the same label really. These are identical, almost identical ukes, obviously made in the same place. This is a StrongWind uke, and you've probably seen the StrongWind instruments. Odd name, don't really like it, but they're competent. And this is a competent entry-level all mahogany concert ukulele, rosewood board and bridge, bone nut and saddle. Just as good as anything else out there, with Ukuleles strings, you know, in the $100 price range. It competes. Exactly the same thing with this Pomaikai, and it's one of those uke companies that has a Hawaiian style name, but don't let it fool you. They're probably not Hawaiian, and these are made in Asia. Is it Pomaikai or Pomaikai? I'm not sure, but it looks like almost exactly the same ukulele. Again, competent, Ukuleles strings, rosewood, fretboard bridge, bone nut and saddle, mother of something in the fret markers. Very competent ukulele, good parts. They set up and play nicely, but I just wanted to show you these two to illustrate how a lot of these uke companies are having them made at the same factories and then putting their labels and logos on them. These are identical. They're made in the same place. I can tell the wood selection, the joinery, the shape of the neck heel, the fact that they don't have binding at all, the etched sound holes, the parts are identical. They are pretty much interchangeable ukes, different companies, both perfectly fine entry level ukes, but just to illustrate the point that a lot of these companies do not necessarily make their instruments. They have them made and then they label them and number them separately. So I just wanted to illustrate that with these two, not to detract from these two companies. StrongWind makes a lot of entry level instruments that are just fine. This one. I don't see anything in the high end from them, but they do a lot of student quality instruments that seem to be fine. I've had one of their guitars and done a video on it, and ukes as well. Pomaikai, this is my first experience with them. I see them floating around the ukulele world a lot, and I think they actually make a couple of entry-level guitars as well. I wouldn't be surprised if it's all the same company or they're all made at the same factory and just stamped differently. But just kind of an indication of the way the instrument world and the manufacturing in the instrument world works. Alright folks, see you next time.